Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Taurus. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. Okay, your person is showing up as the Eight of Pentacles. I love this Eight of Pentacles because it's a really loving, nurturing, supportive, very ride or die energy. And the Ace of Cups, all right, this person has a lot of love to give, Taurus. They're viewing you as their soulmate, all right, Two of Cups, and the connection, the Wheel of Fortune, so abundance and destiny. Ooh, I love this. A comfortable lifestyle is indicated between you and this person. Now, they could be someone who has air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They could also start off as a secret admirer, but I also feel there's a really strong intellectual connection. I see you two having long talks into the night. I see you two really just loving on each other, and also the rest of the world dropping away when you two are together. Like you two are the most, you are the most important people to each other. The Eight of Pentacles tells me you're going to enjoy like a comfortable lifestyle together. You two are going to enjoy nights at home, whether it's like Netflix and chill type energy or cooking for one another, sleeping in on the weekends, rainy days. It just feels like a really comforting and really supportive, really loving and sensual connection. All right, your person is hardworking and stable. We see the King of Cups in reverse. This person could be a creative visionary. They may sometimes, I'm getting, experience certain creative blockages. But I also feel this is someone who has been overwhelmed or has been drained in love, most likely from overgiving. But I do think they've really worked on finding balance, and they do prioritize balance and harmony in relationships. This Justice card is strong Libran energy. I feel this person's really well put together. They decorate their house very nicely. They smell good. They pay attention to details. And again, they're just somebody who's very balanced. How you're going to be feeling, Taurus, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is like, finally, I'm coming out of the cold. This is something solid, stable, and secure. This is something worth holding on to. Wow. All right. Let's see what else we need to know. What else do my Taurus need to know about this person? All right, yep, no question about them being solid, strong, dependable, predictable. They could be a Capricorn, all right, or have strong Capricorn in their chart, so their work and stability are high priority, but we get this really intense energy of reliability, somebody you trust, somebody you know has your back. They're also independent though, so they're not going to be, supportive in that codependent way. They have a strong sense of self and self-reliance. I do think that they strike a balance between interconnectedness and individualism for sure, but they're also highly independent. So this is where the connection doesn't feel overwhelming for either one of you. And they're showing up as a leader, cardinal energy. So this person is comfortable taking charge and exhibits confidence in their decisions. They may be in a management role. They might have their own business. They could be an independent contractor. But this is someone, Taurus, who really has it together. Now, with the Ace of Cups, they've got a lot of love to give. And you're going to open that heart chakra up for them. All right. And I also feel this is a strong indication this is someone new. All right, they may be taller than average, but remember these really specific messages. They're not going to resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some of you. This person may be a bit unconventional, and we're also seeing that they follow your social media, so that could be currently, or it could be that's how you two meet. And again, trustworthy. I mean, seriously, there's so much trust and stability within this connection. It's lovely. All right, Taurus, and I feel like my Taurus, you really thrive in situations like that because a lot of my Taurians and my Taurus collective out there, that's what you offer. All right, let's see what else we need to know about them. We see main male. So my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. This is somebody who's ready to step up and be your number one. They're looking for that solid connection. We see sudden wealth in reverse. So this is somebody who's worked really, really hard for what they have. Even if it seems like they blew up overnight or they had some sort of overnight success, it was months, if not years of, grinding that led up to that. And we see distant horizon. So this person may come from a different background. They may be traveling, or they might travel to see you. There may be some travel involved in this connection. But I'm also seeing that with this ship, it's much bigger. It's much closer than we realize. So it's closer to you than you realize, this connection, whether that's in space or time. All right, let's see what else we need to know about them. We see they may have 3 siblings, or they may come from a larger family. They're going to come into your life, Taurus, when you least expect it. All right. We see music will be playing when they ask you out. All right. And I also feel this is the type of person that, like, if they make you dinner, they're going to, like, set up the ambiance, candles, music, that sort of thing. I feel like this person's quite romantic, or they enjoy romance in that sense. And there may be something about the vowels in this person's name that really stand out to you. And we see that they called you the other night. So some of you may be in contact with this person already. I'm also seeing the color green being important to this person. So they could have green eyes. They could just, green could be their favorite color. It's also a very earthy, grounded energy. It's a pacifying, calm energy. So again, you're going to feel safe. You're going to feel calm with this person. Taurus, this person is viewing you as the 2 of Cups. So they're seeing you as their soulmate. They're seeing you as their other half, or their better half even. Wow. And we see double Wheel of Fortune. So there's a lot of abundance. You two could end up being a power couple, or you both just bring so much energy, so much abundance to this connection. This is without a doubt a destined connection, but they're seeing you that way. They see your abundance. They see your value. And with the 9 of Wands in reverse, they may see sometimes that you overwork, or that you're burning the candle at both ends. But they also love how you let down your defenses around them, right? Like, you really let this person in. But that comes from the energy that they're bringing to you and to this connection. And I feel like you are everything that this person wants. We see the Strength card in reverse, Leo energy. So some of my Taurus, you may be feeling a little bit unsure at first. You might be feeling like this is a bit too good to be true. Okay. And, I don't feel like you're necessarily going to be intimidated here, but some of you, your ego might question, like, is this, am I good enough, or is this real? Can I really trust this? But it certainly feels like you can. So Taurus, what they admire about you, they see you as the storyteller archetype. So you have an ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So they love hearing about your experiences. They love, when you tell, I feel like when you're in a group of people, like, oh, tell them that time when we went to, the park or whatever, or tell them that time when you were in high school, this happened. Like, I just feel like they love hearing you tell stories. They feel like you're really eloquent when you speak. Yeah, dilettante energy. So they see you as delighting in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So they see you as somebody who's not superficial, but they love, like, that you have all these interests, books that you read, music that you listen to, films and TV shows, documentaries and things that you watch. They just see you as, like, really well-rounded. They love that you have all these interests, and most likely you're going to share a lot of interests. And we see child wounded energy. So they see you as awakening compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, and opens the learning path of forgiveness. So this person, Taurus, knows that you've been through a lot, but you've been able to, harness these tough experiences and turn them into wisdom. I also feel like you two both might have some similar backgrounds. Like, you both have been through, I don't know if you grew up in the system, you might have lost a parent at an early age, you might have been in abusive relationships, like whatever it might be, but there's this camaraderie here between the two of you. Like, you two really get each other. Now, we do see that there's abundance here with the Wheel of Fortune coming out twice in this reading, which is, like, so unheard of. And this is destiny. So we see that this connection tests your boundaries and priorities, reminding you that self-respect is part of love. And again, there's something really beautiful here because this is like a very loving and very supportive and very intense connection. But this person also brings independence to this connection. So they're not going to, they're not going to be down with too much codependency, right? Like love and support, absolutely. And so I feel like this is that challenge for you to really also choose yourself. And I think it's a beautiful thing within the relationship, in such an intense and bonded relationship, to have that independence. All right, we see that choosing growth over comfort. So this connection asks you to evolve beyond familiar patterns. Beautiful. All right, and so you two are pushing each other, but in the best possible way. And again, there is something here that you two mirror back at each other. This person reflects aspects of yourself that ask to be acknowledged, accepted, and integrated. Okay, and look at that. I love this because this is what I'm picking up on. This person encourages growth without attempting to manage outcomes. Respect anchors the bond. So yeah, this person is supportive without being controlling. Again, so much like it's like love and support in this connection. Let's see what else we need to know here. All right, life partner. I'm not surprised. I mean, this is what it feels like. Double Wheel of Fortune. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. It's because there's that trust and that support. It may come in unexpectedly. Opposites attract. All right, and we see holiday. Some of you might meet this person while you're traveling, or that you two are going to really travel together. But with this holiday card, we see enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. Some of you, like, this is going to be something very different than what you've experienced in the past. And Spirit's reminding you, Taurus, to just continue on the path of ascension. Keep doing what you're doing. I mean, this is destiny. This is not something that's going to pass you by. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. All right, we see it may be happening this month, the month of May, or into June, and as early as this week. And some of my Taurus, you already know who I'm talking about here. All right, I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Taurus, sending you love and light. Take care.